that experience was so traumatic for us, but we didn't let it stop us.
Today, duo Transcend talk about their return to AGT, this time as champions. Captain Lee and Kate Chastain reveal what's really going on below deck.
Why should the stay on the boat and not me?
And Cyn Santana and Jonathan Fernandez are here to break down love and hip-hop in the Big Apple.
Her name is Jen, the groupie slayer.
This is your reality check.
Let's go.
Welcome back to Reality Check. Happy New Year. It's good to be back. It's the place where you come to get all your behind-the-scenes reality TV, gossip, drama, and tea, of course. I'm Daryn Carp, and with me today for our Season 2 premiere, Captain Lee and Kate Chastain from Bravo's Below Deck. How are the two of you? Sexy in black today.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. You guys look excited to be here. Well, I can't wait to chat with you guys, but it's been a while, so let's see what's up with our top 5. At number 5. Kim Kardashian is setting the record straight. The reality star clapped back at a fan who accused her family of not donating to the Australian wildfires relief efforts, tweeting, quote, "Nothing gets me more heated than to see people think they know what we donated to and to think we have to publicize everything." While Kim didn't reveal the details of her donation, she joins a growing list of celebs who have pledged to help those affected. How do you guys feel about being shamed into giving for this terrible tragedy?
I'm just not sure I would have used the phrase heated.
Fair. That's actually a very good point.
But also, I like to make donations, but put anonymous. I feel like they would also be mad at her if she claimed her name. Like, oh, you're showing off how much you donated.
Right.
It's like, you can't win.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Lee, would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think it's a crock.
Yeah. to her to be shamed to donate?
Yeah, I mean, she does it a lot for charity.
Yeah, she gives a lot.
And to sit there and condemn somebody because you think they may have or may not have when you don't really know.
Right.
I think it's a crock.
I think so, too. Well, parts of Australia are experiencing unprecedented bushfire activity right now. If you would like to make a donation to the victims of this devastating crisis, please visit redcross.org.au for more information. At number 4, Justin Bieber shoves Scooter Braun's face into a plate of cake in an outtake from his new video, Yummy. In the brief deleted scene, Justin tricks his longtime manager into leaning up close to a plate of yellow cake and playfully presses his face into the dessert. Braun takes the joke in stride and starts dancing. Justin debuted the video for his song Yummy just a day after releasing the single, which will be featured on his upcoming album. Are you guys big Bieber? I mean, Captain Lee, I know you're a big believer. I can tell right on your face. But Kate, are you a big Justin Bieber?
I like Bieber Purple, and I really love Hailey Baldwin, and I really love watching their romance blossom. I just think it's really cute.
Do you like this song? Like, have you listened to it yet?
I haven't downloaded or streamed it, but I'm looking forward to it.
Can we blast it on the yacht next year?
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm into it. I'm into it.
I think it was hilarious just the way he tricked him into it.
Yeah, right. Just like,
take a look at this. Take a look at this, and then he nails him.
I got a cake for you after the show. We'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk. At number 3, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend's household just got a little bit bigger. The reality star announced the arrival of their new family member, Petey the Poodle. The couple adopted Petey with help from talk show host Ellen DeGeneres. The mother of 2 also shared an adorable photo of her husband and 3-year-old daughter, Luna, with Petey. I mean,
puppies? Come
what's
on.
there to say?
Their family's getting cuter. How is that possible?
Right, like they're already
perfect.
so good looking. Why are they adding more good looking?
Now they've got a
things?
super cute puppy.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
And look at that picture with them. Captain Lee, do you have any animals?
Yes.
What do you have?
Dog.
As cute as Petey the Poodle?
Was at one time.
Oh, well, yeah, was at one time. The smaller they are, the better
But
they
that's
are.
cute.
At number 2. All right, get this, guys. A car crashed into one of Lisa Vanderpump's West Hollywood restaurants, Pump, over the weekend. On Sunday, a silver Ferrari drove into the patio area of the restaurant lounge. The vehicle crashed through the railings and left shattered glass scattered throughout the scene. LVP reacted to the incident on Twitter with a lighthearted joke, tweeting, "No, we're not a drive-through," adding, "Thank God no one was hurt." Out of your entire crew on Below Deck, who would be the most likely to crash a Ferrari into a restaurant? Who are you thinking?
Wow.
I know Kate has someone in her mind right now, and she's
Ashton.
I mean, he tried to wreck a car from the inside out
just so
with his fist. So
we're in both agreement.
It's like his lane, yeah.
Guy should have pumped the brakes.
Yeah, I mean, at least it was a Ferrari. And at number 1, Former Bachelor contestant Jade Roper-Tolbert allegedly cashed in big over the NFL's wildcard playoff weekend, winning $1 million after placing first in a DraftKings daily fantasy contest. The reality star confirmed the news over Twitter. However, her win is shrouded in drama and controversy as people are accusing her of colluding with her husband in order to circumvent the entry rules. I mean, she won $1 million, so good on her. But, like, do we care about her circumventing the rules, or we should just be happy for her?
I don't know. There's such strict rules for internet gambling for fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
Fantasy.
Yeah, right. So
there's no rules in fantasy world.
So make it up.
Yeah, right. Just apply as much as you want. They're winning $1 million. I think people are just jealous.
It's in the name.
I need to start playing
Fantasy football.
Yeah, and you guys need to coordinate and get this done.
collude.
You want to collude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys should collude. You heard it here first. Speaking of drama and controversy, there has been a lot of drama on the Valor this season's. Let's cut right to it and play this shocking scene.
He feels that way about you, Kate.
Okay, great. Go find another chief stew. I quit.
Cool.
Bye. Bye. I'm done. You don't want me around? I'll leave. Don't follow me. Don't follow me.
Kate, I want you around, for the record. Please
Thank
don't
you.
leave.
Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
I absolutely will. You came back eventually the next morning, but tell me how you were feeling in that moment and what made you ultimately walk off the ship.
I just thought that Ashton's behavior was out of control and crossed the line, and I didn't want to stick around to see how much further he was going to go with it.
Are you always worried when someone walks off the ship and is angry, or do you think they'll be back, Captain Lee?
I didn't have any doubt that Kate was going to come back.
She loves the sea.
It doesn't happen that often that people walk off. Usually that's why we're on anchor. Like when you're stressed out, you're like, not a lot of places to go.
You want to leave? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Try.
Rocky tried.
Go swim. Go
Yeah.
swim. Well, Captain Lee, were you at least a little bit surprised at how the situation escalated between Kate and Ashton?
I didn't get to view that until the rest of the TV world watched it, so I had
surprised?
no idea. I was totally shocked.
You thought it was much less than what you actually saw on TV?
I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't realize that he had gotten that far out of control.
Looking back, was it hard for you to rewatch, or do you remember it exactly as...
I remember everything clear as day, but I don't know who was more surprised, you or Ashton, because I don't think he didn't remember
Well,
any of
he
it.
had no recollection of anything, and then
Although
for him to call Tanner out to verify his stupid philosophy was just like, really, Tanner can't even stand up, has no recollection of what happened. So between the three guys, between them, they can't put one memory together of the whole night.
Didn't his hand hurt the next day? That's kind of like,
It's not surprising.
you know, if I woke up with a
it's
sore
like,
fist.
Did anybody know what happened last night? No, something about a family, and they were slurring and mumbling and weaving, and I'm going like, and you're feeling justified to make, judgmental comments?
If you had known at the time about how severe it was, what would you have done?
I'd have fired all three of them.
Really? On the spot? So thank God they didn't. Wow.
Well, look, I mean, Ashton, to begin with, jeopardized the rest of the charters.
Right.
If he'd have broken his hand.
That's true. That's...
Punching a window.
So you would have just fired him right off the bat?
Yeah.
Three guys, no one memory is
They'd have been toast.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Whew. Well, we got to take a quick break, but we're going to keep on chatting about Below Deck when we get back. Stay tuned.
This has been a horrible season. Deeply insulting to be on a boat with so many people that dislike you so strongly. There's no amount of money anyone could pay me to tolerate being disrespected by psychopaths and children.
That's rough to watch. We're back with Captain Lee and Kate Chastain of Below Deck. Now, Kate, I got to ask you about that clip. What's next for you? Will you do another season?
I mean, I would love to retire, but I also have bills, so it's like a hard choice.
You got to keep going.
Yeah, I guess so.
Is it going to be tough, though, knowing that people don't?
No, I think this was a very strange season where maybe Ashton wasn't the best leader and led the deck crew down the wrong path. It's not always that miserable.
Right, it just happened to be in that moment.
It was not the best season.
And Captain Lee, do you have plans of doing another season?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, you got to pay bills, too.
Absolutely.
Well, getting back to this season, Ashton seemed to not just have issues with Kate, but with the newest crew member, Riley. Let's watch this.
You seem to have an issue with the task I've given you because you've not tried to do it in front of me
I don't have an issue with it, I just
as a
did it.
point. Cool.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, the less you say, the better.
The less I say, the better.
In this situation, I'm your superior. You've got a bad attitude. I've asked you to do
But
something.
you're speaking to me like that? That's any nice way to talk to me, whether you're my superior or
Riley?
not?
All right, Captain Lee, who's in the right, who's in the wrong here? Are they overstepping their positions? What's going on?
Well, Ashton set Riley up to fail. He did that, I think, strictly to embarrass her.
Really?
And totally uncalled for. Yeah, that's not what a leader does. If you're going to, why not show her how to tie the knot? Why not, make it easy for her to learn instead of trying to put her in a situation where you're just doing it so you can embarrass her?
Right, be the example.
And then all of a sudden somebody gets confrontational and you go like, geez, how the hell did that happen?
Yeah, so he set her up to fail.
Yeah.
So is a bowline knot as important as Ashton saying it is?
It is. It's one of the most common knots that
Okay.
is utilized more than probably any other knot on the boat.
So it's good to know it.
It's very good to know it, and it's so easy because it's easy to untie as it is to tie. It's more difficult to tie than it is to untie. And the harder you pull on it, even though you can stretch it as tight as you want, it's still easy to get undone, which means in an emergency situation, you can bail out of it if you have to.
Right. So it's important to know. Well, Kate, you roomed with Riley and consoled with her. Do you have empathy for her situation working with Ashton? I'm sure you do.
Certainly, I think she's a very capable and hard worker. I think it's unfortunate that her first season she had not the best bosun, and then I was looking forward to seeing her have a second shot under better leadership this year, and it just didn't happen for her again. So I think it's easy to say Riley is the huge problem, but I think she just had bad leadership 2 times in a row.
It's been bad luck for her.
Yeah.
Twice in a row.
She's not helping her luck, but
yeah, 3rd time's a charm,
maybe.
Let's hope. Well, one fan tweeted out to us and wants to know, would you hire Ashton back or Kevin, Tanner, or Brian?
That would probably be a no.
All of them. Done.
Yeah.
Wow. Kate, you feel good about that?
I think that out of all of them, Brian, he just got led down the wrong path, but also you're a grown man.
Right.
You should know better.
Yeah, you're an adult.
Yeah.
Don't be the last lemming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay to be the second to last lemon, not the very last lemon.
That's embarrassing.
I want to play this tease for this week's episode. Let's take a look.
You got warned by Captain Lee that this will not be from you.
Pointing your finger at me.
Riley's counterproductive to the morale of the deck crew.
I'd like to go into the next 2 charters a man down.
Riley, can I see you in my new office?
Never lack of drama on the seas with you guys. What can you tell us about this clip? And are you really about to lose a deckhand again?
I guess you'll just have to watch and find out.
It's always very stressful for you. Do you find that a lot of it is convincing them to stay on the boat?
I don't convince anyone to stay where they don't want to be.
So if you're like, go and I'll figure it out, I'll solve it.
Yeah.
And do you think he's the best leader that you've had, Captain Lee?
Yeah, I wouldn't be working with him for 6 years now.
If it wasn't that way.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, Riley has a fishing boat background, and Abby, I believe, had a sailing background. Do these types of boats really differ from yachting? And if so, how so? Getting a little education here.
Huge difference. Huge difference between a sailing vessel and just working on a fishing boat in Alaska and doing super yachting.
Is it
charters.
Is it a different kind of knot that you have to learn, like different types of knots, or is it just the size of the ship and how it functions?
Riley should have known and been comfortable with
How to
tying
do
a
a
bowline.
bowline. Yeah.
It's pretty
That's
basic.
common.
Yeah,
I even
that's
kind of
that's
know how
the
to do
first that's the first knot anybody would teach you if you were getting into yachting, whether it's on a fishing boat or any boat.
Let me ask you, after the season, after you filmed it, who do you trust the most on the ship? Who do you think is going to be the most honest to you and tell you the way it's going to be? Both of you.
Present company excluded. I mean,
Yeah, present company excluded.
present company
Who are you
excluded.
trusting on the ship to give you, what's really happening?
my stewardess, Courtney, a lot of people thought she was a spoiled princess coming in. She had a Louis Vuitton bag. She had a Tiffany gold necklace. She's gorgeous. People judged her, but she was
Right.
a hard worker, and she's very funny and very honest.
Captain Lee?
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I
Courtney,
like
of
Courtney.
all. Trust the women, right?
She's great.
Why were you laughing at the Louis Vuitton Tiffany necklace?
Well,
were you
because-
judging her too?
No, the first time that I saw Kate, she walked straight by me, and I got this little earpiece in my ear, and somebody's going like, Lee, what are you doing? You just let your chief stew walk by. And I'm looking around, I'm going like, where? And it was Kate. But Kate looked like the charter guest, not like the chief stew.
Sunglasses and a scarf makes
So-
everyone look fabulous.
So she's talking about the
Yeah,
Louis
it's
Vuitton
true.
bag and the scarf and how she was dressed, and I'm going like, it reminds
I
me of
judged
somebody I
a
met
book.
6 years ago.
Wow. Yep, scarf
Fair.
and sunglasses really change it. All right, so what's been your favorite charter season together thus far?
Tahiti was great.
Tahiti was really good.
Everything
It
just
was
seemed to
last
be
season.
working and moving.
We had the best boat. The
We did.
location was stunning.
Yep.
And for the most part, we had a pretty cohesive crew.
And we had a good time.
So if you'd rate that 10 out of 10, what would we rate this season?
Not my favorite.
Mine either.
Are we going to go 4 or?
We'll go 4 knots.
4 knots.
Yep.
4 knots. All right, I like this one. Captain Lee, would you agree with 4?
Yeah, I think that's close.
Oof. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here and chatting with us. We absolutely love you. Catch an all-new Below Deck tonight at 9, 8 Central on Bravo. They will also be on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen tonight with some special blasts from the past to celebrate Below Deck's 100th episode. Congratulations, that's huge. After the break, I'll be joined by Cyn Santana and Jonathan Fernandez of Love and Hip Hop New York. Stay tuned.
Jim Jones and partner Chrissy lose New Jersey mansion to foreclosure. That's right around the time I stopped managing.
Yandy, that's messy.
How close are you and Chrissy now? Because your guard is so up about this.
And that's your friend
That
too.
is my friend too.
It's seeming very, very best
I'm sure
friendish.
you feel that way because me and you are not friends, so I get it.
All right, I'm already intimidated. Welcome back to the show. Here with me now is the beautiful Cyn Santana and always fabulous Jonathan Fernandez from Love and Hip Hop New York. How are you both? You both look fabulous.
Thank you. Good. Thank you for having us.
Of course, my pleasure. Well, I want to jump right into the thick of it. Chrissy Lampkin is back, and it seems a whole lot of ish has been stirred up since she returned. How do you feel about Chrissy and Kimbella's new friendship?
Oof.
You're smiling and nodding at me, which I feel like is scary.
It's so multi-layered for us. I feel like, well, I can speak for myself. I've known Chrissy now for 10 years on and off, but Yandy's one of my closest friends. So watching all of this play out, also in front of the world, is just so convoluted. And sometimes we sit in these conversations and we're like,
I stay out of it. I can't. It's too much. You ask the questions, and you ask one question, and because there's so much history and tension, it just turns into something else. I stay out of it.
I mean, you find yourself a lot in the middle of your friendships because you're friends with everybody, and it's like you don't know who to decide what's going to happen.
Yes.
Well, do you think she's pandering to Chrissy now that they've seemingly made up?
100%.
Really?
Yes, 100%. I think when it comes to the show, I think Kimbella realizes that it's I don't think she thinks it's going to be easy for her to reach a common ground with Yandy. So I think she finds it easier to stay on the show through her friendship with Chrissy.
Do you judge that decision, or do you think it's the right one to make?
I don't judge
a good
it.
question.
I don't judge it, but I think for me, where my loyalty is, I just don't ever foresee myself throwing somebody under the bus for my personal gain or convenience.
Right, you wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't, no.
Yeah. You would agree with that, Cyn?
I do agree with that, yeah.
Well, Jonathan, how has it been for you to be between all of your friends' issues like this, like we were just talking about, especially with Kim saying you're one-sided? That must feel a little hurtful.
You know what? Maybe I am one-sided, but the thing is, I have such a genuine connection with both Cyn and Yandy that when I find myself in these conversations or these moments and people lie on her or Yandy or throw a wrench in whatever they have going on, I can't do anything but stand up and say, listen, that's not the case.
If you could save Cyn or Yandy,
Oh, bitch!
who would it?
Finally, somebody asked that question.
Who would it be if you had to choose? You have one hand.
It's okay. I will not judge. It's not a rap for us.
Yeah, just make sure I'm out of it, and that's fine. But who would you
plead the fifth?
How about this?
No.
How about you save me and I'll save Yandy?
Okay.
Because I
No one's saving
I get
Jonathan.
to it. I get to it.
You're dying. You've sacrificed
Oh my God.
yourself.
Yandy's kind of a warrior. I think Yandy's gonna figure it out. I think we're gonna have to like fight for each other.
Fair enough. Well, do you guys think these two can ever be friends or even cordial?
Who? Which two?
I mean,
so many twos.
Any of either pair. Honestly, either pair. Do you see it happening? Any makeup?
These girls are so strong and opinionated, all of them.
Oh, yes.
And the truth is that they all have their valid reasons. I don't know.
Is it like a never say never type of situation? Like, do you hope that they could be cordial?
I do. I'm all about peace and harmony. Like this is what I love. I love and being happy.
I can't wait till you guys date. That's what I'm most excited
How?
for.
Dating?
Right.
He's not dating me, trust me.
Yeah,
He's not really
dating in
into
general?
He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle you.
He's not into me.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
We're kind of a package deal. We're like a BOGO, buy one, get one. So
Yeah, you guys
whoever
are
dates me has to deal with her.
Thruppling. You guys are thruppling.
I'm like him with a wig on. It's the same thing.
I love it. Cyn, how is baby Lex? You know, we know he celebrated a birthday not too long ago,
baby
right?
Lex, I was fixing my tetas.
Well,
baby Lex gave me a lot of tetas. My baby's good. He just turned 2.
How did you celebrate?
We did a party.
Very cool.
Family, you know, doing the co-parent thing.
The right way to do it.
Family together. I just want my son to look back and be able to see mommy and daddy doing things for him. You know, he's such a baby still.
Are you going to let him watch the show?
Absolutely not.
You know he's going to watch it.
Better go watch some Elmo or something.
Well, I want to switch gears because, Jonathan, you've really started to show more of your personal life these past 2 seasons, especially with your nephew. Can you tell us about the Jump-a-thon? It looked incredible.
Yes. So my nephew was born with a condition called arthrogryposis, which has prevented him from walking his whole life. He's 9 years old, and every doctor here in America has only given us the option of amputating him. And
that's severe.
I know. So we found a doctor in Spain who specializes in this and says, I've treated children who have a worse condition than him, and I've had them walking. So we're taking him out there to perform the surgery. Obviously, insurance won't be covered in Spain. That's where my friends came in. And we made this huge jump-a-thon, and we were able to raise over $100,000 to get him his surgery.
Congratulations. I mean, you guys together are so, he seems so adorable. Yeah, that's huge.
Yes, I've been associated with the show for 10 years. I was a makeup artist, and then I got in front of the cameras, and this is by far one of the biggest things that I've seen ever come out of it, at least for me.
Yeah.
I would have never imagined that through this platform we would be able to raise $100,000 for him. So.
And when are you going to Spain? Is it happening soon?
His surgery, the first surgery is January 22nd.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's like around the corner. Because the doctor's like, time is of the essence. We have to do it before he turns 10. So,
well, good luck. I'm sure it's going to be successful, but he deserves to walk. And you also released a new fragrance, I believe. And how is that process going?
I did. It's going great. It's called Libertad. I launched it on the show, and since the show aired, it's been doing super well. It's great. Yeah, it's unisex or non-binary.
Yeah.
To be politically correct.
Yeah.
So
for
it's
all
for
of
men,
us.
women, cats, dogs, whoever wants to wear it, it's just divine.
It smells great.
How would you describe the fragrance? Is it floral?
Well, why don't you
citrus?
tell me, darling? Because I brought you a little gift, my love.
Yeah.
I was hoping for it. Let's just say, all right.
Here you go.
Oh my God. All
Take a whiff and tell me what you think.
Ooh.
It smells so good.
I feel sexy wearing it.
It smells so good.
Oh my God, it does smell so good.
And you could
like
spray
I
it
would
in
have
your
sex
mouth
with
like a
myself. Don't make me do.
No, I was gonna be like,
totally kidding.
I'll listen to anyone with a woman who is in a red suit.
I'm joking.
Well, thank you. I'm very excited for this. So, Cyn, you're also keeping pretty busy yourself, of course, with your new single, No Question. Congratulations.
Thank
and I heard
you.
you're working on your EP.
I am working on my EP. Oh, that's me.
There you go, doing your thing.
I'm working on my EP. I just dropped a single. It's called No Question.
It's good.
And thank you. I appreciate it.
It's great.
That.
You look gorgeous in the video.
And I'm an independent artist. I'm just doing my thing. Music is my passion. That's where I'm going, and I'm driving into that full force this year.
Now, I know a little bit about the music industry. My girlfriend's in the music industry, and it's tough. Do you feel that you're getting the respect that you deserve coming from reality TV and kind of making this transition into music?
I know it's gonna be hard for me to transition from that and for people to respect it, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not really looking for respect. I'm just doing what I love.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, then that way it doesn't really matter.
At all.
You're just going to keep
It
killing it.
It doesn't.
I like that answer. How do you both feel reality TV has helped or maybe hindered your careers in any sort of way?
I don't think it has hindered our careers at all.
At all. I would agree.
We talk about this. We were just talking about this the other day when people say, oh, I hate reality TV. I hate love and hip hop and all these things.
People who say that are scorned, they're not on the show
They're
anymore.
also watching the show. So
yeah, no,
please.
this has definitely helped our careers, right? I feel like.
Yeah. I think for me, honestly, it gave me a platform that I never had. It made me confront a lot of demons that I was too scared to. I tackled my gay conversion therapy with my mom and had such a difficult conversation. But I was like, you know what? What if this is the only time I have the opportunity? So why not heal and then use it to speak to so many people who went through it?
Well, even with your nephew, I mean, it's such a good, you're making people aware of the condition that he's in and everything that's going on. So that's a huge platform for
and
you.
People see it as something dark, but honestly, I was always friends with Yandy, but Cyn and I became closer because of the show, and now she's like my little sister.
Yeah.
I won't do anything without her.
Yeah, we do not move anywhere without each other.
Literally.
It's insane.
Would you say brother and sister, or would you say best friends?
For me, it's brother and sisters now.
Yeah, it is. It's a different kind. It's like unconditional for real. It's non-judgmental.
But are you guys easy to fight with each other? This is too. I mean, I'm getting no love.
Fight. He barks at me.
I do.
He barks at me sometimes, but we don't.
And you
really
just like
fight.
put your head, you walk away.
I feel like I love you.
She's like, oh girl, relax. What are your panties in a bunch about now?
Would you, Cyn and Yandy, do your own special?
Yes, that would be amazing.
We're special. Yes, I will.
You would do it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
good. That's
yeah.
what I like. Are you both excited for the Love and Hip Hop Miami premiere tonight?
I am.
It is like transcending the country,
It's
Love
a
and
Love and Hip Hop takeover, baby. I love it. I support it.
I absolutely love it. Well, we have to go to break, but when we come back, we're going to be playing a little game with these two. Don't go anywhere.
We're talking to Tahiri. Joe's name came up.
Tahiri tells us Erica is determined to hook me up with Joe.
Out of here. I don't know what the y'all got going on, but I'm telling you, I'm not the one to play with. So you're playing Cupid with Tahiri and Joe.
Woo! All right.
Your face.
Well, welcome back to the show. I'm still here with the fabulous Cyn and Jonathan from Love and Hip Hop New York. Now, as we saw in that clip, things are about to heat up. What can you tell us about tonight's episode? Give me the goss. Come on.
Oh, I did not know that was coming on. It is coming on tonight. You know, things get interesting from here. It gets a little spicy. This season is a little spicy.
Spicy for you in particular or anyone else?
For everybody.
For everybody?
Yeah.
So present company included in this?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Are we nervous about seeing tonight's episode, or do you feel okay about it?
You know what? I think, luckily for me, I get to be an innocent bystander and I can watch from the outside. I think it's convoluted for all the girls. I think it's harder to watch as well because this is so far removed from us now. This was so long ago. So I guess to relive it, it's a little like, but we're not there now. So I guess it's a little easier.
Well, I am excited. We can't wait to watch, but since this is both of your first time on the show, I can't let you go without doing a little bit of hazing myself with a game we like to call Cast on Blast.
I knew it! I hate these.
You guys are going to be good at this. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to name some of your Love and Hip Hop New York castmates, and I want you to tell me something sweet and something shady.
Y'all gonna get us in trouble. You're gonna get calls.
This is what I want. Please don't hold back on the shade.
Okay.
It's how we keep the lights on and I pay my bills, okay?
Fine.
Are we ready to play?
We got to keep the lights on, sis. Okay. let's do
Sweet
it.
and shady. Do not disappoint me here. All right, let's start off easy with the throuple to your couple, Yandy Smith-Harris.
Oh, okay.
Something sweet, something shady.
Oh, something sweet about Yandy. Yandy is like one of the most supportive women I know. Like genuinely supportive. She's like
a good friend.
Sis for real. She's like, sis, what you need?
Yeah.
She means that.
Supportive. Yandy's kept my light on. She has truly stepped in when I have been in my darkest moments.
That's a big thing to say. Something shady about her.
She overdresses for everything. She'll wear sequins.
The girl will wear feathers and sequins and a wedding dress all in one.
Yes.
To the shop to get the haircut.
That's not a bad shady to be. At least she always looks, you know, always looks appropriate. Yeah, absolutely. All right, another easy one. How about Juju? Give me something, one thing sweet, one thing salty from both of you. You can one do sweet, one do salty, or shady.
I'm gonna let her do the sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's got the shady.
Juju, I feel like. Okay, wait, hold on.
Wow.
Wait.
We got to think about this
Y'all
one.
put me on the spot. I hate being put on the spot. How about you start, and I'll end up with the sweet.
I'm not doing no sweet. I'll do the shady.
Do the shady.
I think that
you are ready to give this.
Juju finds a way to internalize things that are very minute, blow them out of proportion, and rally up the troops to jump on her bandwagon. But you'll have to stay tuned to figure out what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Something sweet.
I'm gonna wrap that up with a nice little bow.
Yep.
Right? I think Juju is a strong, smart woman.
Okay.
She has her hands in a lot of businesses, and it's dope to see.
All right, that's a little compliment sandwich for you.
Yeah.
How about the newcomer, Janaski?
Ooh, she's very talented.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Her name, that's not how you say her name.
How do we say her name?
Janaski!
Oh, Janaski! I was gonna be like, don't get, oh my gosh. Got it. How about Janaski? What's something shady about her?
She's
I
the
don't know
first
her.
timer on the show, so she takes things very personal when it's like it could be a light shade and she'll like what's happening.
Right. So, but it's
Yeah.
natural for a first timer not to necessarily
I think
know.
so.
I don't know her, so I can't say shit about her.
Oh, wow, that's an insult in and of itself. What about the fur king himself, Safari?
Oh, straight!
I don't know. I mean, Safari is such a good guy.
He is.
He's such a. We adore Safari.
He's genuine.
He's a sweet guy.
Yeah.
I know there's something shady.
I just feel like he's like non-confrontational, and it looks like, you know, like speak up, like say something, have a backbone, say what you feel.
So it's like he doesn't have an opinion about anything.
Yeah, but he's just non-confrontational. He don't like things that are not peaceful.
Does he talk about people behind their back, just not in front of them, or just non-confrontational?
No,
100%.
he just won't speak his true, honest, like feeling and opinion. He'll just keep it to himself.
Yeah. He'd rather not hurt somebody's feelings, which you gotta respect that.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
He's genuine.
he is.
All right. Now this is when we're going to turn up the heat a little bit. How about Rich Dallas? Who wants to do the sweet here? Who wants to do
Something
the
not
shady?
He is so yummy looking this season.
Oh.
Yes, Rich could get it.
It looks like good turtleneck in that red. All right, I'm hitting it.
For
Okay.
me, I'm just
Rich
saying.
could get it. Okay, he looks yummy.
Yes.
What's the shady thing about Rich Dallas?
I'm gonna let you take this
Cyn's
one.
laugh is killing me.
I did juju.
Why do I have to be the one to say something shady? We're good now. I don't want to say anything shady about Rich.
Something shady about Rich, I don't know. Damn, this is a hard game.
It is hard. It is hard.
What's something shady about Rich?
All right.
Give it to me real, Cyn. Come on.
I mean, you know, when Rich can get disrespectful when he's mad. Like, he'll get in your face and insult the shit out of you.
Yes.
And it's like, he did it to me a couple times.
Can he admit when he's wrong?
The only thing I know about Rich is he's a liar!
That's so good. All right. What about the woman who started it all, Chrissy?
Ooh, Chrissy. Something positive about Chrissy is she is one of the easiest people on the cast to speak to.
That's
She's
good.
very easy to talk to. She like actively listens and she gives really good advice.
That's nice. Something shady.
I gotta say something shady
Come
about
on, girl.
the queen.
The queen.
I love Chrissy, first of all.
You do.
But Chrissy be ready to scrap over nothing. Chrissy, like, we could talk. It's all right.
She's heated.
She got hands ready. Hands and feet. You can say anything to her. She'll be like, step outside, bitch.
Okay, so that's the one I need to be the nicest to.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, got you. Okay.
I would agree.
What about her new BFF, Kimbella?
Kimmy's gorgeous.
She is.
Kimmy is drop dead
looks
beautiful.
It. Yeah, she looks it.
I said the sweet. You say the shade.
Oh, wow.
The shade over here.
Something shady about Kimbella would be that she jumps ships a little too quickly for my liking. You know, I don't think it's great to throw away a 10-year friendship that quickly. You know what I'm saying? I just met you, and if Cyn and I fall out, I'm not gonna run to you and say, "Let me tell you about that bitch, Cyn."
Right, exactly.
It's not my jam.
Yeah, so she's a little too hot-headed in that way.
A little bit.
All right, well, what about Tahiri?
I think her hair looks really good here.
I felt like that was shady, even though it was trying to be.
Sweet for
Yeah,
me.
no, I know that was sweet
I
for you.
love the pink.
You seem to be smiley. Give me something shady about Tahiri.
Something shady?
Yeah. It's the facial expressions.
I would say she came back into the show not playing with the smartest deck of cards.
How elaborate a touch for me.
I think, I think a lot of us come to Love and Hip Hop willing to play ball, and I just don't think she came in trying to play the smartest game. That's all.
Okay, interesting. Now, Jonathan, I want to ask you to tell me something sweet, something shady about Cyn. Start with the.
You bitch!
Yeah. He hasn't even said anything yet.
Something sweet is...
start sweet, bitch.
Yeah.
Yes. Something sweet is she is very protective and nurturing.
I can tell that.
She has a big sister maternalness to her that she wants to make sure everybody's safe and sound and okay. And
It's
everybody's
annoying.
heard and validated.
Yeah. I want you on my side. That's what I want for sure. Yes.
Something shady would be she's very loud. I get noise complaints in my apartment when she comes over. She's very loud.
Do you really?
Neighbors knock.
Yes.
People are calling 311 on her? Wow.
very
People knock
loud.
and say, bring it the down. The building calls like, hey.
Oh my.
Complain.
That is amazing. All right, tables turn. Cyn, you're in the hot seat. Give me something sweet and something shady about Jonathan.
Okay, sweet. Jonathan is probably like He will literally give you the jacket off of his back. Yeah. Like, however he can help, at whatever time, whatever you want to do. If you're not happy, like, come on, bitch, what you want to do, whatever makes you happy. I love that. Shady.
Oh. I'm nervous for you.
I don't know. Jonathan,
are you gonna scream it?
I feel like I might, since I'm so loud. I feel like Jonathan feels like people are always attacking him and out to get him, and I disagree.
Okay. You don't think that they are attacking him?
I think, no, people adore him and love him. But I think it's based on, you know, things he's been through as a child, and
I
yeah.
love your friend.
That's the Shady.
That was a cute Shady. I like that.
I'll be like, boys, stop. Nobody's attacking you.
She
Nobody's
really
cutting you
does.
off.
She talks me off every
You're the
ledge.
mom. You're like, all right. Drama boys, settle down. Well, Cyn, Jonathan, thank you so much for joining me today. This was amazing. I can't wait to see the new episode of Love and Hip Hop New York. Make sure you all tune in to VH1 tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have duo Transcend on the line from AGT, the champions. Stay tuned.
That experience was so traumatic for us, but we didn't let it stop us. After AGT, life's been better than we hoped for, and the best part is that little Jax gets to come along with us.
Wow, welcome back to the show. On the line now via Skype, I have Mary and Tice, who make up that incredible trapeze and roller skating pair, duo Transcend. Hey, how are you guys doing? How's Jax?
We're great. We're doing great. Jax is here with us.
He paying strong attention, I can tell.
Yeah, we got to spend New Year's and holidays home, and Jax had a great time with his cousins and grandma and grandpa.
I love that. I'm glad you guys had a good holiday. You know, you two made history as the first aerial duo to reach the top 10 on America's Got Talent. Congratulations. And since we last saw you on air, some amazing things have happened. Let's watch this clip.
I have an eye disease called keratoconus, and because of AGT, we had one of the most successful eye surgeons in the country reach out to us personally, and he was able to do a procedure where he stopped the progression of the disease. So I no longer will go completely blind.
I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Going blind is my biggest fear ever. Tell us about this. I mean, this is huge.
Yeah, no, it really is. So I've grown up my whole life. Since my early teens, I was diagnosed with keratoconus, and you know, it progressed in a way to where I was told that there wasn't going to be anything that could be done to stop it, and that eventually I would have to get a cornea transplant. So when we on AGT and had this doctor from Hollywood, Dr. Brian, reach out to us, it was incredible, because my whole life I just had to wait until it got so bad that I would have to get a transplant for my corneas, and he was able to stop the progression, and you know what a blessing that was, and it would have never happened if we wouldn't have been on AGT. So it's incredible. Yeah, so we're super excited about that.
I'm super excited for you. I mean, there's so much we don't see, off camera that's happening. Jack seems to be clearly very excited about this. He seems to be the most excited about it. I love it. Yeah, Jax, you're holding down the fort here. We're going to be flipping you in the air in no time. Absolutely. I already know about it. Yeah, exactly. Well, let's talk a little bit about that shocking fall as you took Mary. As your foot slipped from Tice's hand, we're going to take a look at that clip right now. How did you work up the confidence and trust in each other to do the act again?
Well, we just wanted to show that it's important to not give up when something like that happens. I mean, sometimes you see an Olympic athlete who's been training their whole life, they go to compete and then they don't stick the landing, so it's something similar to that, to where, what we're doing is really hard, and we're people, we're not robots, we're not perfect, and accidents do happen. So, when it happened, obviously that was something we didn't want to happen, because we felt like that was our big chance to show the judges what we could do. But luckily they gave us another chance to try again. And when we did try it again, I was very nervous because, millions of people are watching, and we're like, this is our one time to do it again. So there was this pressure, but we're just really glad that we did take that chance because we could have played it safe and not done it again, but I just didn't want to end on that note with us having the fall. We wanted to get up and do it again. So honestly, it was one of the scariest things we've ever done, but I'm so glad that we did try again because it worked out, and I think it was all worth it.
No, it was incredibly admirable to see you guys, especially, you know, face your fear and do it again. I can only imagine what that was like for you. And now you guys are about to compete in NBC's second season of America's Got Talent, The Champions. How have you been preparing for this all-star show? Are you going to bring it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we were so honored when they asked us to come back on Champions. We were so honored to do that, and it's something that we've always enjoyed, like pushing the envelope and trying to be better and trying to like bring our art form and what we do to the next level. And going back on to Champions kind of gives us more opportunity to keep doing that. Years ago we decided to pick the name Duo Transcend because we wanted to transcend ourselves, and we wanted to transcend, you know, anything that's been done like in the trapeze world. And so it's an honor. We're super excited to be able to do Champions, to compete with the best in the world that's ever been on the Got Talent shows. So we just feel honored, super nervous, but it's an honor.
Well, we're really excited for you. We're all rooting for you. You know, incorporate Jax in some way. That's my biggest piece of advice to you guys. Flip him in the air out of a cannon. I think it's going to be great. Thank you so much for chatting with me today, guys. I really appreciate it. And best of luck on Champions.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. America's Got Talent, The Champions premieres tonight, Monday, January 6th on NBC at 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we're revisiting a moment in reality TV history. Stay tuned. Well, guys, that marks the end of our first show of the new season, year, and decade. Big thanks to our guests today, Captain Lee, Kate Chastain, Cyn Santana, Jonathan Fernandez, and Marion Tice of Duo Transcend. You can catch up on all of our episodes from Season 1 on our YouTube page and on the PeopleTV app. New episodes are back and streaming Monday through Thursday on Twitter at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you're following @People so you don't miss a thing. To end our show, here is a retro moment in reality TV history. I'm Daryn Carp, and that was your reality check.
Kristen's annoying me now. Meanwhile, number one,
Is it true?
The whole trip, has she talked to really anybody? She's like a freaking bystander.
In this 2014 episode of The Real Housewives of New York, the ladies are enjoying their lakeside long weekend until Kristen overhears Ramona talking behind her back.
You know, you don't even know she's there, except that she's tall and pretty. Otherwise, you wouldn't even know she's there.
Kristen decides to make a splash, literally, all over Ramona's fresh blowout.
You know, it's just really not nice. You know what, Kristen? This is 2 for 2 now. You're a bitch.
Ramona fires back, first with her drink, then her glass, which hits Kristen right on her kisser.
Ramona flies off the handle and whips a glass at Kristen's face. Who does that?
You split your lip.
And as if that wasn't enough, she quickly adds insult to injury.
You did it, you bitch, on purpose. Just go away. Get out of my face.
Ramona totally overreacted to Kristen splashing her.
Ramona's glass toss is one of the great moments in reality history, and while we would never condone disposing of stemware into a natural body of water, at least she owned it.
I reacted without thinking. Is it the right thing to do? No, but you know what? Just don't mess with me.